Daniel Richard Jonathan Kapalikuo Kalani Maile. I'm here with artisan and Native Hawaiian craftsman Keith Maile.
Well, good afternoon. I'm Keith Maile, and we're here to open the MAMo show. It's a one-man show with Louis Pohl, and I guess I'm the artist. I'm Keith Maile.
Formal art training do you have?
Zero. I have training basically from teachers who make MAile Hawaii. Solomon Apio, Marcus Marzon. So whatever formal training they've had is what they've allowed me to have. I'm a shadow.
Your process is through kupuna?
Correct.
And through self-discovery?
Say 60-40, 75-25, something like that.
Are you mentoring anybody?
Yes, there are some people that I do work with. Actually, your cameraman today, Daniel Maile, Kapaliku, is someone who I've worked with and actually learned from him too. And that's what's neat about the process, because there are the skills that he brings that he can share and I can glean from for sure. Yeah, in terms of tools, I've got a lot of different tools, and I have used power tools, I've used chisels and other things from the past, but once I have an idea or a design, I'm going to use whatever I think fits to do the job. You know, I am a Native Hawaiian artist, and however, the word Maoli sometimes scares me because it has a connotation of things that maybe I'm not fitting. The majority of my pieces are in a private collection in Kaneohe by a gentleman who has been very gracious and very generous. And once he purchases them, and he's probably purchased 10 to 12 big pieces, carved pieces, and other assorted things. But yeah, once it goes to his collection, unless I ask to borrow it back for some occasion or event like today, there's some pieces here, it stays in the balls of his collection.
Tell me your earliest piece, tell me your most recent piece.
As I look around, there are some early pieces. One is the guy with the U for the theme. That's a piece, one of the real early carvings, to say the least. Other than that, there may be a bowl or a poi pounder. This is a poi pounder sitting near the window that is made from sandstone. It's Hawaiian, and it's one of the early pieces. So it's from maybe 2005 or 2006.
The question I'd like to ask my dad is, how do you feel the art that you're producing reflects on the legacy that you want to leave your family and your community?
The reason why I started making MAile Hawaii was really because there were pieces that I really wanted. I couldn't afford them, and it was frustrating because I wanted to have something for our family, for our personal gallery that we would have, and that was the whole start of it. It's been awesome because it's allowed us to be part of a bigger artists and Hawaiian community.
You reflect on the time that you spent, the effort that you've spent on the pieces that you've made, say of the carvings that you've made. Which of those do you think presented both the most challenge in maybe conceptualizing and finishing, but also the most reward for you having completed a project?
I would say finished piece, that Ikulu Kanaka, has been very rewarding, not only because it's a piece that was sold, but it created the greatest challenge at that time. So I would say Ikulu Kanaka, and I was very pleased with the way it resulted. Also, too, it culminated in that award-winning sculpture in 2012 with the Hawaii's Wood Show.
You have some experience with making weapons. Do you find that you are drawn to a particular design or style, a particular influence? Without naming names, is there anything about certain kinds of weapons that draws you to making them?
I enjoy the Maile MAMo because of the teeth that are involved. It's an aggressive weapon. I like to make an assortment of different types of weapons. You want to give room and space for other weapons that may have been made but never found. There may be some in private collections that no one's ever seen that are so different. But I'd like to make a variety of weapons, including stone weapons as well as just plain wood weapons, besides with shark teeth, tiger shark teeth in particular.
So you've been at this for 6-7 years, maybe coming into the 8th year or so. How or have you reflected on how your experiences as an artisan, as a carver, have helped to shape your sense of, let's say, being Hawaiian in a community of artists, but also being Hawaiian in the broader community context? How do you feel you fit within that larger scale of things?
I see myself as a native Hawaiian artisan. I see myself as a dad who really enjoys knowing that his children also can appreciate and also make the man Hawaii. To me, that's a huge deal. And in a greater sense, it's nice to know that that information is being disseminated and internalized and used. To me, that is incredible. That's important to me. This guy's one of the sits at Bishop Museum.
And now that we've come to the close of the day, the opening was a great success. We saw friends, we saw family, we've met new people, and I think overall it's just been a really successful event. And I'd like to thank everyone that was a part of it for coming, for viewing, for supporting, especially as Hawaiian artists are still a smaller part of the local art market.
I'd like to thank all the guests and all the people that have come to support us today. It's been a wonderful event, and I just feel so blessed to be able to come in. Sandy's always been so gracious to allow us the facility, and there's so many people to thank. I don't have time to thank them all, but again, thank you so much.
A Kolu Kanaka, a wooden sculpture featuring 3 carved figures supporting a bowl. Apu Ava Ki'i, an Ava scoop featuring a carved figure with pearl shell inlaid eyes. Two carved wooden vessels. The vase-shaped vessel is made from mango. The lower vessel, with a peva, or repair, shaped like a butterfly, is made from iliahi, or Hawaiian sandalwood. Puniu, a knee drum used in Hawaiian hula, made from a coconut shell and the skin of a shark or fish. This puniu also has a ring on the bottom used to support it when not strapped to the knee of the hula dancer. The larger cordage is made from cotton. The striker, or ka, is made from hau. A ki'i, or carved wooden figure, based on wooden figures used to hold the spears in the war canoes of ancient times. This carved figure features inlaid pearl shell eyes. A luhe, or octopus lure, sometimes called a squid lure. This lure is constructed of a wooden shank, a cowrie shell, a matching stone, and a bone hook, all connected with an intricate series of lashed and knotted cordage. The bottom portion is made from dry tea leaves and waves in the water when used by the adept fishermen. This lure is often used to catch octopus close to shore. Pohaku ku'iai, or food pounders, were used in the preparation and continue to be used in the preparation of many Hawaiian foods, including poi and pa'iai, which is the form of poi that comes before poi. These food pounders were also used to pound wala and ulu, or sweet potatoes and breadfruit. This particular pounder was made from lithified sand that comes from the Waianae coast.